Well, it was all smiles at the start of this match. Jamie Lewis taking a more composed move as the game went on, has recorded his best performance in a TV major and has made it through to the second round here in Blackpool at the expense of Justin Pipe. 10-7 the final score, and it means that Pipe becomes the second seed to fall today. Andrew Gilding knocking out the number 12 seed Mervyn King in our first match of the afternoon. An absolute cracker between Ian White and Stephen Bunting saw White take that by 10-6. You could argue that's an upset too. Jamie Lewis then, the youngster from Wales, is through. Will we get another youngster from the Valleys through as well? Gerwyn Price is up next against Michael Smith.
Thank you. Welcome back to the action, and it's coming to you live from the Winter Gardens, Blackpool. Event Victor World Matchplay brought to you by the Professional Dance Corporation. Time to meet the players as he makes his debut. Please welcome the Iceman, Gerwyn Price. And time now to meet the former PDC Unicorn World Youth Champion of Bully Boy, Michael Smith!
A cracking atmosphere for our final match of the afternoon. A packed house here in the Winter Gardens. If you're not with us and you want to send us your tweets, please do. We'd love to hear from you. At Sky Sports Darts is our Twitter address, as two youngsters who could be in this sport at the top for a very long time go toe-to-toe on the oche then. Gerwyn Price, the former rugby union and rugby league player, takes on Michael Smith, who won his first PDC International European Tour title just a few weeks ago. Who will come out on top on this one then? Joining the scrum, Rod Studd alongside Stuart Pike.
Of course, Michael Smith from a very famous rugby league town of St Helens, and Gerwyn Price playing both codes until he was persuaded, the Welshman, by Barry Bates to give darts a go, and look where he is on one of the biggest stages in world darts. Michael Smith against Gerwyn Price, arguably the match of the afternoon. We shall see. Had a couple of crackers, Gilding beating King, and of course Ian White with his victory over Stephen Bunting. 17-1-8-2s in that. And Jamie Lewis inflicting another TV defeat on Justin Pipe. So here we go. If Smith's in the mood, he'll be difficult to beat. We shall see.
83. Well, there'll be some 180s in this, that's for sure. Bully Boy, a big hitter on the red bit. Gerwyn Price, we saw him at the World Championship. He lost 3-0 to Peter Wright, but that wasn't really a reflection of how well he played in that game. He did have a dart to level up at one set apiece, which he missed, but he acquitted himself pretty well for his World Championship debut. And this is a match that Michael Smith is going to be very careful in, I think.
Easy to believe that Michael Smith has been around for quite a long time, but he only made his match play debut here 12 months ago.
60.
Beat Pipe, lost to Taylor. Gerwyn Price up to number 46 in the world in a little over a year. Great achievement.
140.
Michael Smith now career high 13th in the world with the power to add. He said at the start of this
96.
year, Michael Smith, that his ambition for 2015 was to win a big one and earn a place in the Premier League. We shall see.
'97.
Smith can't finish. Price will be coming back for the 106. It will be for an early break of throw.
58. Going you require 106.
A lot of questions asked over Michael Smith's temperament over the last year or so. An infamous game against Phil Taylor in the Grand Slam, the cause of much of that. 106, double 16 to finish it off. Lovely start
in the first leg. Gerwyn Price.
He's got the muscles, he's got the accuracy on the doubles.
Game on.
Well, much to think about for Michael Smith early on.
134.
Give me some confidence. Immense potential, Michael Smith.
100.
Still unfulfilled. Time on his side, but yeah, you feel it's sort of time that Smith made a big mark in a big event.
140.
He's the first to admit that all too often when he's got to the big TV stages, he's let himself down. Epic World Championship match against Stephen Bunting in the Ali Pali, which he came out on the wrong side of.
Well, he gave himself too much to do, didn't he? He was 3-0 down.
3-0 down, but nearly got it back to 3 apiece.
83.
It's funny because in that match he showed tremendous stickability and desire and belief that he could still come back, and it was only
91.
a month or so after the match I alluded to about the Taylor game at the Grand Slam when he just literally turned it in at 3-all. He lost 13 straight legs. And that remains the question with Michael Smith. Can
60.
he do it when things start to get very
170.
tough? And that's something he's going to have to prove in the next few years, you feel.
I concur.
95.
Well, loose
Going
last
you
one.
require 84.
Took out 106 to win the opening leg. Bullseye it is then.
59. Michael,
So
you
to break
require
back then.
75.
Bully boy. Oh dear, oh dear.
35.
That really is just a lack of concentration.
Going you
And that is an
require
example of what we've been
25.
talking about. Double 12 to make Smith pay.
James Charles in the
Yes,
second
2-0 it
leg.
is.
Gerwyn Price.
World
Learning
match
Michael
play,
to
debutant
throw
Gerwyn
first.
Price. The
Game
perfect
on.
start for Price.
60.
Will the Price be right in about 40 minutes time? It's one of those performances so far that if you're in the Michael Smith camp, you'd be more than a touch concerned about.
46.
Well, he denied himself a shot at double top by missing the big number. We'll never know whether he would have hit it or not, but it's still going to gnaw away at the back of his mind.
44.
And still is gnawing. Is it going to be 2 successes for the Welshman this
98.
afternoon? We've seen Jamie Lewis win the last game against Justin Pivers. Gerwyn Price going to make it a good day for the Dragons.
55.
Real struggles for Smith at the moment.
140.
Only a couple of weeks ago that he won that big European Tour event, the International Open in Germany, which catapulted him into the top
83.
16, earned him £25,000. At the moment, he's fluffing his lines at the match play. has the ability.
45.
Of that there's no doubt.
This is a situation, though, Stuart, isn't it, that Gerwin-Price has got to take full advantage of this lackadaisical start by Michael Smith. He needs to win this session 4-1.
59.
5-0, really bully the bully boy while he's playing badly. If he were to allow Smith to get out of it at 2-3 behind, or even lose it, it would be a real blow.
Well, look at Smith, 15 darts, only down to 200.
140.
Oh, how about that, 140 to leave double 16. And Michael Smith here could be in a whole lot of bother.
140. Going, you require 32.
Gerwin-Price over Michael Smith. A rueful shake of the head from the world number 13, but the young man from St Helens here is in all sorts.
He did win their last meeting. It was a tour event, 6 legs to 5, but this is a much bigger occasion and bigger stage. As you rightly called it, Stuart, this iconic venue,
100.
magnificent arena. Look at it. What a place to watch darts, but what a place to play darts.
81.
Nerveless so far, Gerwin-Price.
96.
I made the point right at the start when Michael Smith was throwing. If he plays
100.
anything like 9 times out of 10, he will win, but he's playing nothing like.
140.
Can't finish, couldn't leave a finish. Well, even a level ton will leave Shanghai.
100.
Well, I think he was caught in 3 mines then.
20.
Oh, what a good dart. 1 dart you'll have for 4-0 against the highly fancied Michael Smith. Brilliant. 4-0, 2 top plus finishes. Michael Smith.
Game on.
Is shocked.
Well, Gerwin-Price is taking full advantage of an ordinary start from the man from St Helens. Michael Smith averaging just over 83, and Gerwin-Price is cashing in, as he has to do, because he has to think that at some point in the match Smith will buck up.
$140.
A bit better. Puzzling though, isn't it, Michael Smith? This isn't.
125.
Must be, isn't? 5 140s, no maximums for one of the biggest 180 hitters on the tour.
Well, the priority now.
134.
It's another brilliant switch from Price. 134 to leave 105. Smith has just got to win this leg.
92.
Somehow get this leg, get in at the break, regroup and come out firing. But the way that Price has been finishing, treble 15 maybe. Well, Michael Smith
53.
hasn't yet had a dart and a double.
72.
And he's only going to get 1 here. Tops!
52.
He misses.
Going, you require 52.
If Price hits here, it's 5-0.
Tops.
32.
Oh, what a chance for Gerwin. What a chance. Is that a turning point? Is it a let-off? Mile away.
10. Going, you require 20.
5-0. to Gerwyn Price over the number 13 ranked player in the world. Bully Boy is being bullied on the big stage. The Welshman is running riot here in Blackpool.
Blackpool, and we've already seen Andrew Gilding win through to the second round for the first time. Another first round exit for Mervyn King. Stephen Bunting is out, falling at the first hurdle. Ian White, very impressive, 9-180s. Justin Pipe loses again on TV. Biggest win of the career for young Welshman Jamie Lewis, and another Welshman. Look at that capitulation from Michael Smith. Gerwyn Price on his Matchplay debut. 5-0 up. Michael Smith here stayed out during the break. There was a wry smile on his face. His first 3 darts all went in the double.
Game on.
As Gerwyn Price was walking off with a 5-0 lead. Well, let's see what Michael Smith's made of.
Amazing scenes.
100.
Winter Gardens. Pressure, pressure, pressure on Michael Smith. And look at that start.
41.
Every single dart dragged to the left.
Yeah, just goes to show, doesn't it? And it is all about pressure and
43.
the occasion. During the break, he was hitting 180s and 140s for fun.
135.
And the crowd shouting the name of the world champion, Gary Anderson. He's on the stage tonight against Steve Beaton. Anderson, of course, also very much a mentor to Michael Smith. And he'll be as confused as Smith himself
96.
as to what's happened and what's gone wrong. 84 average.
Well, there's 2 big fat zeros on the Smith stats. 0 out of 4 in the doubles and 0 in the 180 column.
137.
Better, giving himself a chance. One leg at a time. Start building some pressure and a little bit of momentum.
Michael, you require 92.
Just get himself going. Double 16.
76. Going, you require 160.
He's 6 out of 6 misses on the double. Michael Smith, he's going to have another 3 here at this target. He needs all 3, double 8.
Michael, you require 16.
Yes. Finally. Finally. But he's on the board. It's a break to throw. One down. Many to go. But it might just give him
99.
a little bit of belief that he so desperately needs.
$121.
Good adjustment, single 1 and then 2 in the treble 20.
Well, the good thing here for Michael Smith is that Gerwyn Price is
96.
not producing stratospheric scoring and double hitting. He's not playing in the way that Ian White, for example, was playing this afternoon, averaging 108. Michael Smith knows if he starts playing anything like, as you suggested earlier, he can still win this game. Price averaging under 90. Smith can average over a ton. We know
90.
that. He knows that.
Yeah, you're right. Gerwyn Price.
77.
89 average. but his finishing, 5 out of 9. That's why he's in front.
And a couple of big ones as well, 120 and 106 in and amongst.
Well, a great chance to get another one back here. Bullseye. Well, that's what he can do in the blink of an eye. 1-2-1 on the ball, and all of a sudden we will start believing.
I think this is a really important leg, because Gilwin Price had a 5-0 edge at the interval. He's lost his throw once. If he loses it again, 5-3, Smith's got the darts in the net. Suddenly it can get really twitchy.
The signs are more encouraging for Smith here. The St Helens sharpshooter.
59.
With a lot more confidence.
60.
Yeah, you're right, big leg. Price can hold on. Another break here for Michael Smith, and completely different complexion on this game. Lovely again. The double switch, bang on target for Price.
60.
Winner, by the way, to play Adrian Lewis in the last 16. Well, needs a 140, I think, here.
Yeah, gets one.
140, going to require
Sixth of the match, keeping the pressure on the Gilwin Price throw. It was almost as if he was surprised that he did it himself. Oh, sloppy Gilwin, sloppy.
107.
1-2-1 to win the last leg. Tops he needs.
67.
Oh, what a chance. What a chance.
73.
Oh, good dart, yes. Oh, he's giving it the full Kevin Painter. Finger licking, stepping back. Double eight, brilliant. Oh, it was like Painter in his pump.
Yeah, well, we said it was important. That leg. Michael Smith, one dart at tops to make it 5-3, and with 3 consecutive legs he would have been
57.
Bang back in this game. But to be fair, that dart Smith had at tops was nowhere near. Cool as you like from Gilwin Price.
60.
Yeah. They call him the Iceman.
It was cool, wasn't it? Looking at 2 of the rising stars, the new faces.
96.
I've seen Kevin Painter, another one of the players, desperately trying to get himself back up the rankings to get back here. Not easy.
100.
Now 6 months of consistency
140.
on the Pro Tour from Gilwin Price. That's why he's earned his spot here, thoroughly deserved too.
60.
Yeah, it is
100.
a real surprise. Michael Smith hasn't yet hit a 180. Normally one of the very best.
Well, it is. In the 9th leg of the match.
82. Michael Yoguar,
Well, he's doing
108.
the 9th leg with that one, isn't he? He's on 108 here, so 9 legs without a max. Yes, lovely. Tops. That's better. 6-3. He's playing a lot better. We know he lost the 8th leg, but he's won 3 of the last 4 to recover from 0-5. We make the same comment, Stuart, as we did on the last Price leg, the 8th. This is an important leg.
121.
Again, really impressive. Price's temperament here.
91.
Yeah, the Iceman. But hasn't Alan Warren a little got copyright on the Iceman?
93.
Really good last start. Oh, the Iceman Price.
100.
Oh, Warren it.
Yeah, a great Matchplay star over the years. Lost twice in finals to Phil Taylor.
57.
I think they'll be having a word with Mr. Price. Not enough.
20 in front plus these then, the Welshman. Looking to go 7-3 up at the next break.
Well, again, 140 you feel is the minimum ask here for Michael Smith. A first maximum would be a beauty. 140 it is. Give himself a chance. Remember, Gerwyn Price was 5-0 in front. Can Smith somehow claw it back to within 2? If he does, a lot of darts to be played in this match.
Well, we saw him have a single treble to double visit last time out. There could be another one. Oh, he wanted double 18 to get back within a couple.
50.
Just. Tops.
Wow, how about that? Under pressure. Michael Smith is having chances, you know. He knows that a 2 missed darts at double, he could be level at 5-all. As it is, Gerwyn Price 3 away from a shot win. 7-3, Price leads Michael Smith.
You're very welcome back to the marvellous match play. Andrew Gilding, 10-8 over Mervyn King. Then a real storming game, 10-6 Ian White over Stephen Bunting. Justin Piper out. 10-7, Jamie Lewis won that one. And it looks like a Welsh double because Gerwyn Price is 7-3 up on Michael Smith. Michael Smith had his chances in that session. Twice missed darts at double to win a leg. And Price went out to maintain a handy buffer. 4 legs up.
Game on.
Memory serves me right, he was 2 sets down to Dolan at the World Championship and came back and won, and I think that's the sort of form
57
that Michael Smith needs to reproduce here. You have to say that very few signs of that coming for Smith. Is it going to be a Welsh double for Price and young Jamie Lewis, and an unwanted double for St Helens for Stephen Bunting and Michael Smith on a Sunday afternoon here at the match play?
Well, they've got their number 1 man, haven't they? Dave Chisnell to play yet. The Saints.
59.
Chizzy. Right, live chance. So agonisingly close to reaching the Premier League final. No, he still can't find the maximum.
140.
Well, he's done what he needed to do, Gerwyn Price.
140.
He's averaging only 88, but 7 out of 11 on the doubles for the Welshman. And therein lies the difference.
81.
Well, it's maxless, this match. We saw 17, as you pointed out, Stuart, in the Ian White, Stephen Bunting game. Not a solitary maximum in this game so far. Gerwyn Price couldn't care less.
23.
We have had 4 10-plus finishes. There won't be a 5th.
83.
But if Price can break here,
72.
he will surely break the spirit of Michael Smith. That's a great dart. What a dart, double 12. Double 6. Terrific. Well, how about that? Gerwin Price, brilliant on the doubles. Michael Smith, not so. That equation equals Gerwin Price 8, Michael Smith 3.
Well, Michael Smith's reaction there was the same as ours in the commentary box, wasn't it? A approving nod of the double six check from Gerwin Price. Yeah, hey, good.
55.
Held his nerve. Strong stuff from the former rugby star.
Well, we're now in the territory of seeing one of the greatest, if not the greatest, first-round comeback at the match play. Michael Smith wants to save his bacon here in Blackpool.
Well, first to 10, as it says on screen, but with a twist. Player has to win by 2 clear legs. And should the deadlock remain till 12 all, it will be a sudden death leg. Fantastic! Fantastic, and he loves it, and he's every right to.
Well done. Well done.
93, going your requirement,
Michael Smith, again, on the big TV stage, has more than fluffed his lines. He's lost the script. He's lost the plot.
What a leg this is, Stuart, when you're a couple of legs away from winning the match. A dozen darts thrown leaves 32. Superb.
57, going you require 32.
Terrific again. And again, and again. And it's 9-3 and he's 1 leg away. Well, we've just seen Jamie Lewis with the biggest win of his career. The 23-year-old Welshman. 30-year-old Gerwin Price here is 1 leg away from the biggest win of his career. And loving every minute.
Well, showing no signs of fear, no signs of clincher's disease whatsoever at this stage. Maximum first of the match in what could be the last leg. Got to win 6 consecutive legs here, Michael Smith, to send it into overtime.
$140. Michael, you require 85.
Well, no need to go 20 ball. Just tee up your favourite double.
45.
Now, just in case he misses. And that's 1 leg back for Michael Smith. 9-4.
Game on.
So needed 6 on the trot, Smith now needs 5, but it's going to be very difficult from there.
45.
Well, Gerwin Price was thinking what I'm thinking, what you're thinking. What a way that would have been to finish, but never mind all that.
The family getting ready to celebrate.
100.
The man who played professional rugby, both union and league, now very much a professional dart star.
127.
And on the cusp of something very special.
He's played brilliantly as the finishing line has come into view. And now the Welshman is looking at tops. It's okay. It's okay. Deep breath. He knows that he's got another 3. He'd rather have got it done there and then, but
58. German, you require 40.
for the match. The place in round 2. And the price is right! And the Winter Gardens, as Gerwyn Price takes Michael Smith to the cleaners. A 10-4 win, the biggest win of his darting career. What a day for the Welshman.
Well, the Iceman cometh here in Blackpool this afternoon. Gerwyn Price, what a victory for the young Welshman, Michael Smith. Many people's fancy for a very decent run here at the Winter Gardens this week is out in the first round. And he's not the only seed to fall today as well. It's been a bad afternoon for the seeds. Michael Smith then is out by 4, he got 4 legs, 10 legs to Gerwyn Price. The number 13 seed goes. Justin Pipe beaten there by Jamie Lewis, 10-7. Ian White, the only seed to go through, and what a match that was against Stephen Bunting, 10 legs to 6. And Andrew Gilding started an afternoon of upsets with a 10-8 win over Mervyn King. So what does this do then for the draw? Well, if you're Peter Wright, you'll probably fancy playing Andrew Gilding more than you would have done Mervyn King, but that's still going to be a tough match for either of the Norfolk boys. And Adrian Lewis against Gerwyn Price in the second round as well. Price might fancy his chances in that one. Michael van Gerwen takes on Jamie Lewis at the top of the draw, and it's Simon Whitlock against Ian White, which, if both players play to their potential, could be absolutely anybody's. Well, he's not quite ready to start the party yet, but I wonder if Gerwyn Price is going to be celebrating long into the night. Let's hear from him now. He's with Stuart.
Well, what an afternoon. What a win for you.
I don't think both of us played very well there, but I'm just happy to get through. You know? None of us could get going, and I just felt like the treble felt like it was miles away, but I'm just glad to get through it.
Your finishing was terrific, and in the end, that was the difference, wasn't it?
Do you think so?
Over 50%, that'll win most matches.
Oh, yeah, well, I wasn't even thinking about that. I was just thinking about my scoring, and I thought it was a bit off par, to be honest with you. But like I said, I'm happy to get through. I didn't score very well, but if my checking out is there, so if I can just back that up with my scoring, then maybe in the next round I'll be a bit better.
You pounced when you could sense that he was struggling at the start.
Yeah, I thought we were both struggling, but I knew he wasn't finding the treble, he wasn't playing to his potential, but you know, I'm not bothered about him. I was just worried about my game. I was just trying to keep going. Like I said, I wasn't playing that well, but I'm just glad to get through. You know, I really thought I was struggling up there. Like you said, my doubles must have helped me out, but I wasn't scoring that well.
Give us a sense of what this means, considering you've only been playing at this level for 15, 16 months, and this is your debut on one of the most famous darting stadiums in the world.
Well, I played in the Worlds, and I scored quite well and missed my doubles and lost, but today I didn't score that well, hit my doubles and won. I prefer that. So yeah, it's it's the second best tournament of the year, so I'm just happy to be in it, and to win a game as well means the world to me.
Yeah, well done. Adrian Lewis next. Well done, Gerwyn.
Thank you very much.
Well, on his debut then, Gerwyn Price is through to the second round. And if you want to make your debut at the Winter Gardens, Wayne Mardle, the one thing you will dream about, and you can't stop yourself dreaming about it, is to be 5-0 up at the first break. And that's exactly what happened today.
Well, yeah, and Stuart Pike said it. Were you surprised how bad or how poorly Michael Smith was playing? And he kind of said they were both struggling, but Michael Smith, for the first 5 legs, was averaging 81 or 82. That, for Michael Smith, is probably as bad as he's ever going to get.
Yeah.
And Gerwyn, he punished him to the hilt, and that was 5-0. And after that, it went 7-3 at the next break, and that was the important leg. Instead of going 6-4, it went 7-3. That was it. For me, Michael's kind of belief wilted a bit then, and Gerwyn just ploughed on. That was a real steady performance. He didn't seem particularly excited about it, I've got to say. I was expecting a bit more from him, but
He's got a long way to go yet.
yeah, but it was a good performance, and playing up there, it's all pressure, of course it is, but he dealt with it very, very well. And in the last leg, he had that buffer. He missed the 2 darts and then come back and, as we know, wrapped it up. But Michael will be absolutely devastated, not with the loss, but with the performance. And I'm starting to think that all the pressure that we keep piling on, when I say we, I mean the pundits and people that know the game, keep piling on Michael Smith, saying he's a potential champion of everything he goes in. I think it might be weighing on his shoulders now, because he's not progressing like we think he's going to. In the Tour he's playing well, but not in these big events.
Yeah, but the trouble is he then keeps winning a European Tour event, he keeps winning Pro Tour events. It's not piling on the pressure, he's actually doing it for the pundits, as it were. But he's out here, and we'll see World Grand Prix, we'll see at the World Championships how he gets on there. On to tonight's matches. The pressure on Gary Anderson. Only one man in the history of this tournament has been world champion and world match play champion, and you know who that is. Well, Gary Anderson could join him at some stage. He's up against Steve Beaton. It should be an easy passage, but hey, there's no easy match here really.
But since becoming world champion, it looks like Gary hasn't felt any pressure. He's playing with such a freedom, and